All right, so engine is completely back together, as you can see. We changed the high pressure fuel pump, both the fuel rails or the fuel lines. We got the one that went right there to the fuel pump, and then the other one from the fuel pump to that little two split. Also decided the customer wanted to just replace the spark plugs, if you remember. So we replaced the spark plugs, replaced the wires on both sides, and we just got done doing an oil change. What's funny about it is the customer told me that they just got an oil change done less than a month ago. And I would assume he probably put less than 1,000 miles on it, but it was black, like thick ground coffee black, and smelled like raw fuel. So you can kind of guess how that went. But anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to hop in the car, or the truck, I should say, and we are going to check some fuel trim data on this. Mind you, the truck only has 142,000 miles on it. But we're going to go in here. Let the scanner do its job for a second here. Automatically tell us what it is. We're going to go to engine. And we're going to go to data display. We're going to fuel trim data. That's what we're looking for here. Okay. Now what matters to us is long-term fuel trim, bank 1 and bank 2 percentage. When I originally had this in here the other day, long-term bank 1 and bank 2 were at like -15, -16 total. And then when I changed that PCV tube, it went to almost exactly what you see is going on right here. So what we're seeing right here with the 1 or -2, that's where we want it to be. That right there shows us that it is reading properly on both sides. Not too much of a difference, but it's not too rich, it's not too lean. The computer is, giving what it needs for the system. It's not pumping too much fuel, it's not pulling too much fuel, so we're not having a running rich or running lean condition on that. Aside from that, if we go back in to the code menu, we will see that we no longer have any codes present. The O2 sensor codes that we were getting for rich on bank 1 and rich on bank 2 are no longer there. And we can also go down into data display again, down to fuel system data, and we can show what we're getting at for the short-term fuel trim, or short-term fuel pump trim, and the long-term fuel pump trim. And they're staying pretty consistent to where they're supposed to be. But then what we're also looking for is let me see here. Kind of hard for me to see that. Okay. So what we're looking for is right here. Okay, that one right there. Fuel pressure sensor. That is your in-tank pressure sensor, okay? So that's how much PSI the pump that is in the fuel tank is sending to the high pressure pump. So you're getting anywhere, it'll jump, fluctuate anywhere from 40 to 50 PSI depending on if it's at idle or if you put your foot into it. Now the next two things that we're looking for is right here. Your desired fuel rail pressure, your actual fuel rail pressure on sensor 1 and then sensor 2. So you got your driver and your passenger side right here, okay? So your desired fuel pressure is at 681, and these ones are going to fluctuate. 690, 710, this one might stay a little bit lower, but it's either way, it's still where it's supposed to be for what we need. Now granted, if I was to say put my foot in it, you will see that it shoots up and it gives you, or it gives the computer the response that, hey, we need to bump that PSI up a little bit for that. So I would say that the vehicle is running better now We have no codes. Fuel trim data is where it's supposed to be at. I would say that it is a repair vehicle. I will be getting a hold of the customer, letting them know that their vehicle is done and ready for them. I will as well tell them to let me know their fuel mileage in the future, because we want to double check and make sure that they're getting better than 8 miles per gallon. So, but anyway, that's part 3 of the video, the final video that I was going to make for this. Repaired all that stuff, got it all put together. Vehicle is running at tip-top operation right now. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free, post them in the comment section below. If it helped you in any way or anything like that, like and subscribe my YouTube channel and let me know.